back to my channel and welcome to another keto mukbang. As you could see from the first part of my video, we made cauliflower grilled cheese sandwiches today, and I also made a really simple creamy tomato soup to go with it for dipping and slurping. All right, since you guys pretty much know how to make everything, let's just go ahead and get into this. I want to see how much of a cheese pull I can get from one of these. Let's see. Oh, I cannot wait to try this. And if I can be honest, I never usually make grilled cheeses with cheddar cheese. I usually like to eat cheddar raw because I feel like it can get oily sometimes when it melts. So I typically just use American. In this case, I used American and cheddar. It's a really good cheddar from Ireland. It's Kerrygold. I'll list all of everything that I used below along with the macros, but real quick, not including the tomato soup, this is 11 grams of net carbs, 19 grams of total carbs, 88 grams of fat, and 70 grams of protein. Again, this is not including the tomato soup, which is heavy cream, a 28-ounce can of tomatoes in water that I pureed and just added some salt, pepper, and red pepper flake to and reduced it down. This is not all of it either, so you just have to calculate how much you end up eating. Oh man, guys. That is so epic. Oh my god. That's the best thing that's ever happened to me for real. Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know how else to celebrate that epic cheese pull than to just start eating, right? Oh my god. This is actually crazy. I do not know how to eat this. Wow. The cauliflower is really interesting in here. I mean, it's holding together obnoxiously well. I'm just like holding on to the end here. Wow. You can definitely taste a lot of cauliflower. In my opinion, it tastes like if you were to do like fried cauliflower rice instead of steaming it or whatever, however you make your cauliflower rice. I usually make mine in a pan, just fried with some olive oil. So it tastes like that with cheese. And that certainly doesn't suck because I love that cauliflower rice. Oh my goodness. This soup is so good and so easy. I can't even. I used to make Campbell's when I was younger. I would just buy the Campbell's tomato soup and mix 1 can of that with 1 can of whole milk. And this tastes very similar, but fresher, more homemade. get after this other piece. Look at all the cheese. Mmm. Oh my goodness. This is so good. It definitely doesn't taste like regular bread, but I think more or less the point of bread in a grilled cheese sandwich is just to be the vehicle for the cheese, so you don't really feel badly about yourself for eating just a block of cheese that you put on top of the grill. Mm. Wow. And you can store these too. I'd recommend storing them individually so they don't stick together. I'm not sure if they would stick together, but just to be on the safe side, maybe put some parchment paper in between each one and freeze them. And you could just put them in the toaster or pop them back in the oven. If you're using them for grilled cheese, they'd probably just need to be warm because you're gonna add them to, or put them on top of the griddle anyways. Mm. Mm. Oh, it's so sweet. Sweet and fresh and creamy. I added a fair amount of salt in this too. Don't be afraid to add more salt than you might think, just a little bit at a time. The idea is to really balance out the sweet flavor of the tomatoes so that it's not so one-dimensional. Oh, I'd even put a few pats of butter in here too. If you're doing keto, I used a very low sugar whole can of tomatoes to make this. Just pop in a few pats of butter and add some more fat to it. It's just going to improve the mouthfeel of it. Mmm. It is like freezing outside right now, by the way. So this is particularly comforting. All right, let's get into this. It's been sitting here for a second now, so get rid of that guy. Wondering if it'll also give us a nice cheese pull. Oh my god, it's amazing! Ah! This is the best day of my entire life, guys. What do I even do with this cheese? I'm gonna dunk it in sauce. Mmm. This cheese is so good. I've been craving a grilled cheese sandwich for the longest time too. Certain foods I always feel badly about eating. Grilled cheese sandwiches, Alfredo, like really cheesy, carby dishes, I've always felt super badly about eating unless I dedicate a mukbang to it. So once I'm back eating carbs, fully expect for me to be doing a epic grilled cheese, like regular grilled cheese mukbang, because it's like one of my favorite foods and I really just never enjoy it, or I don't enjoy it as much as I should. Also have to say I'm really pleasantly surprised with this cheese. It is super melty. It's not that oily. It's like glistening a little bit. But all in all, I love the flavor. And I'm not pissed off that I put it in here. Mm. Mm. So good and so simple. That's my favorite type of food, guys. I know I get shit from you guys sometimes. Like with my Alfredo recipe, people almost lost their minds that I didn't put garlic and stuff in it. And to me, the fewer ingredients something can have, the better. I really love for certain things to shine in recipes. And so for the Alfredo, it's just butter, cream, cheese, salt, and nutmeg. And for me, the Parmesan and the nutmeg are the stars of that dish. And I don't want to add anything in it to compete with it. The same kind of thing with this. You could add garlic, but it's going to take away from like the pure sweet flavor of the tomatoes. Now, it's of course not going to taste badly if you add garlic to it. So by all means, if you like garlic, add garlic, to each their own. But for me, the simpler, the better. Mmm. I really want to make buns for something, like a hot dog bun or a cheeseburger bun or something. I feel like a keto cheeseburger would be pretty freaking awesome. And I've seen people make like cheese bread. Basically like it looks to be eggy, like souffle-like with cheese added to it. So I'm not sure how that would taste or feel texturally, but it sounds interesting enough for me to try. Mm. Mm. So some of you asked me to give you an update on how my keto is going. And I have to say it's going really, really well. I've been using an app called Carb Manager. I'll link it below. And it's been super helpful. It allows you to input recipes from the internet, so you can just copy and paste URLs into the app and it loads all the nutritional value for it. You can scan virtually any food and it'll just auto-populate into the app. You can just search and like almost everything is in their database. And so it's been really easy for me to add foods in and keep track of my carb count, which again is supposed to be under 20 net carbs per day. And I've been trying to stick to about 70 to 80% fat per day with 5% carbs and the rest protein. So that's been super helpful, and it also allows you to keep track of your water. I have not noticed any sort of decline in my performance at the gym. In fact, I feel even more energized, even on days when I haven't eaten yet. I could go to the gym and not having eaten like all day except for like a handful of almonds one day, and I PR'd a 1,500 meter row. It like made no sense to me at all, but here I am. I've been lifting 4 days a week, going to the gym 4 days a week. I mean, I'm really happy with it so far, and I see the fat coming off of me, especially in my midsection. My love handles, and I'm starting to see it come off my thighs, and I've noticed my arms thinning out. So it's by my arms and my belly have sort of been going first, and now I think that my thighs are gonna start shredding down a little bit. I have not really been keeping track of weight that much. I am still the same weight, by the way, but I don't think that it's really the right way to track this because I am going to the gym so often and I am trying to gain more muscle, actively gain more muscle. So I expect to either stay the same or possibly gain weight if I do add as much muscle as I want. So I hope that helps you guys. It's been almost 3 weeks for me, and I will be doing like a before and after photo for my 1 month, which just happens to fall on my birthday. And I will be posting the before and after picture on my Instagram story. So if any of you are not following me on Instagram, my handle is at @the_hunger_diaries, and you'll see like my whole keto journey there. There's a lot more information that I give, and yeah, there's a lot more stuff. I am so shocked at how good this was and how easily the bread stayed together. It's like magic. All of this keto food is magic. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope this helped you decide whether or not you want to try to make cauliflower grilled cheese sandwiches at home. I think it's a really awesome way to feel like you're not on a diet when you are. And cauliflower is just one of those foods. It can just like turn into anything, it seems like. If you liked this video and you want to see more like it, please give me a like, comment below what you liked about this video, if you recommend that I try any other types of keto foods, or if you just have suggestions in general, please comment all of your suggestions and comments below. And of course, if you liked what you saw today, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. I love taste testing recipes like this. This year, I'm gonna be trying out all sorts of different diets, so I'll be trying out recipes from those diets. I also love to go out into restaurants and try different crazy creations, I like to call them. I'll also create my own recipes, crazy creations also at home. My main thing though is about being super honest with you guys. I really hate going out and having a bad meal, and I really hate it even more when somebody has said that the food was good at that place and then I show up to find out that it's not good at all. And so I just want you guys to not have to go through that, or have to go through it as little as humanly possible. Anyways, guys, thank you again so much for joining me, and I will see you on Thursday for a very special Super Bowl edition of the keto mukbangs that I have going on. Love you guys so much, and I will see you on Thursday.